Do you see that nameplate over there saying keep a passionate heart just under my health bar? One of the options we have is the PhD in punishment. Tekken 7 also had that one, but I never felt worthy of using it. It is just too shameful having that, and then when you block something that is minus 15, you go for a 1-1-2 punish. But I want to change that in Tekken 8 for two reasons. The first one is that Heihachi really rewards you for having good defense. If you block those minus 12 and you go for a 4-1+2 headbutts, it's so rewarding. There are so many options here for you to go for. Depending on the situation, you get more reward. So at the wall, if you go for this into this, look at the damage you get. That's super good. 68 out of a 12 frame punish. But the second reason is, even though Tekken 8's netcode is not the greatest, especially when you compare it to Street Fighter 6, this game is still an improvement over Tekken 7's online. In that game, it had so much input delay that I would block something that is minus 13, but I will never feel comfortable going for my 13 frames punisher. So just doing 1-1-2 was actually a good idea. But yeah, that's one of my goals for 2025. I want to be able to wear that PhD in punishment nameplate without shame. And to achieve that, what I've been doing is going through the entire cast here one by one like that, and I spent 2 to 3 days punishing them using the punishment training that we have in practice mode, which is super good, by the way. So you have the normal setting here, which is gonna go through the list one by one. Once you punish it, jumps to the other one. It shows you what button you should be going for, and this is just to build familiarity with the moves animation and all of that. Once you're comfortable, then you jump to the hard setting, which is just going to shuffle all these options. And by the way, you can disable some of them. I disabled the rage here, and for Asuka, I thought that it was a good idea to disable this one here, because this is basically the same string, but this one stops at the second hit, this one at the third. But there's no mind game and there's no option that covers both of them. It's completely random. It doesn't give you like the same type of mind game you have in a real match, where if you punish this several times, you think that, okay, they might stop, they might just do the second hit next time, so I'm gonna change my punishments for this one instead. There's not any of that here. It's just completely random, so I don't think it helps with your punishments at all. Just maybe pick one and the next time you pick the other, things like that. Then you set it to hard and it's gonna show you the moves, and the idea here is just to give you like familiarity with the moves, and also build a lot of muscle memory, because once you do things like automatically, even if you don't see the matchup a lot, you're gonna be punishing all of these moves correctly oftentimes. So you don't have to worry too much about not seeing that character and then forgetting your punishments. However, if you're still new to the game, it's a good idea to just go for the characters you see the most. So if I was new to the game, what I would do is to take a screenshot of this page here, and I would start with the characters that I see a lot in ranked. So maybe Dragunov. I spend 2 to 3 days punishing him, and if I said, okay, I'm block punishing most of the moves now, so I'm just gonna jump to the next one, I would just, on the screenshots, cross Dragunov and then jump to the next one that I think a lot of people play, so maybe Lily. And if there's a character that I feel like is still giving me a hard time, I'll just keep going for the next character after 2 to 3 days, but I'll just revisit the ones that are kind of annoying to punish. And that's the case with Asuka for me, because this button here, back 3, requires me to do 4-4-1+2 as my like most reliable punish option, and I still don't do that very well. So from time to time I just practice against her for a day, and that's it. And I'm gonna keep doing until I feel like that button doesn't give me as much trouble anymore. So that's it. That's my goal for 2025. If you want to do the same, you could do the way that I mentioned with the characters that you see the most. And by the way, I have a second channel now that I upload all of my Tekken tips that I make for Twitter. But yeah, I'm just dumping them on YouTube. If you find that type of content useful, please check it out. I upload not only like 5 moves you shouldn't let them get away with, but there's also like videos showing certain flowcharts that some people use in ranked that you might get cheesed by. There's a bunch of ideas, but most of it is just like content to help you learn the game. So yeah, check it out. And I think that's it for today. I just wanted to yap about this little goal and to incentivize people to do the same, maybe. And at the end of the year, I'll try to update you guys on how it went, if it had any effect.